How's everyone doing out there today? I've been presented with this great opportunity to perform some maintenance on my best friend Ben's couple guitars here. I'd first like to start off by saying I'm by no means an electrician or anything like that, but I am, however, a huge proponent in fixing your own things and understanding how they work. And I'm going to try to take you with me here today. So if I mess up, please chime in the comments, and that way we can both learn together. And if I teach you something new today, then hey, even better. So let's get started here. So the first one I got here is beautiful Charvel SoCal. My friend says here that this bridge here is a little bit tweaked up, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjust that for him. And we got a string missing right here. He provided me all the stuff to get this baby screaming again, get him on his way. We're gonna get this thing playing real smooth. This should be a real easy fix. Now this right here is my friend's Esquire. It's a Squire. It's a great, beautiful guitar. I've never seen one with a humbucker before, but he wanted to do away with the stock humbucker, and we're gonna put a new one in. I can't quite remember the name yet, but I'll be sure to mention it here in a little bit once we start taking this guy apart. I might not have time to do this one today, but we'll get we'll get these guys going good. I also kind of want to look at the intonation here because all you guitarists out there will see a straight line and be like, okay, that needs to be checked here. I don't know, it could be perfect, it couldn't be, but let's start digging in and finding out, see what's going on here. So I don't have a workshop yet per se, but this is all the tools I gathered so far. I got a couple of microfiber cloths, mostly for the Charvel. Anytime you're under the bridge there, you got always got to make sure that you're protecting the paint. Got my adjustable heat soldering iron here. It's not plugged in, so I don't I don't know why that's on. Uh, I got some new strings. Well, Ben provided these for me, a 3 pack, and I'll be putting the new strings on both of them. Got a fingerboard cleaning kit. Tear that one up. I got a universal screwdriver here. My wire cutters. A lot of this stuff is just as in case. And I got my fine screwdriver here. I got a big, huge flat bit. I don't think I'll be using that guy because I don't think I'll be prying or pulling on anything. I got me a file here just in case something doesn't quite almost fit. I got my calipers here just in case if I need to take any fine measurements. Multi-tool. I always carry a multi-tool with me everywhere I go. Now these things, I always kind of thought they were kind of a gimmick. Thing comes in so handy. I carry this thing with me everywhere. I got some extra foam in case that pickup doesn't quite set right. What else do I have? Oh, I got a fresh spool of solder too. I'm so excited about that. And this is the pickup that I'm going to attempt to install in the Esquire. Did a little bit of research on them. So far, they sound great. So got that to do. Got some extra batteries for my camera here, just in case we run out of battery, and an extra card, just in case. I might have to go grab some more stuff sooner or later, and if I do end up having to grab more stuff, I'll take you guys along with the journey, because that's what this is about, growth and learning, and I'm sure I'll learn something today too, so let's get into it. All right, so first things first, I like to get the spread out. Oh yeah, a couple more things I have here too. Just let's see, a little bit of extra hardware just in case, and flashlight. You never know if there's tons of dark little crevices in guitars, so this guy will be handy. The little trick to stick the hardware to the back of the pickup because it's magnetic. That way you don't lose them. So this towel here I like to put down first here to A, protect the guitar, B, protect my wife's table. She would beat me if she realized that I was doing this, and she's probably going to see this and beat me anyway. Here we have our guest here. So these are some pretty intense strap locks here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little plastic rubber bushing right here. So I think these guys are going to need to come out because I want to have as little in contact with the guitar as possible to keep it from rubbing up against it and here. And where our universal screwdriver will come in handy. What it looks like there. Pretty nice. I tell you, your guitar will never come off with that on there. But the only bad part is, so if you ever try to change your guitar, you'll start running into problems here. And get all this here buttoned up. We don't lose it. Because the amount of stuff that I've lost over the years is not even funny. Got my little decorative plate here. I like to change them out, but obviously I haven't changed it out since the last winter. We'll put over here a little bit. Do the same to the back. Again, this is going to go into my little bin here, so you don't lose it. All right, straps off. I like to cut the strings here or down here. I don't know why. I just don't like that. To me, this is the process. You know what I mean? This is your spot for patience. Better there. Hey, you. Up there a little bit. Oh, okay, I see. So these have these genius little locks here. You can see that. So basically what you do is unscrew that, and it has a pin going in there like that, and it locks the string down. Perfect. That's genius. I've never had to work on one of these before. But we're gonna forgot to do this first step because I forgot we're gonna end up adjusting the springs. So these guys need to come out. I'll put you guys down so I can spare you the 10 minutes it's going to take to take this off. I'll be right back with you once you get this off. Alright, so here we go. This guy off here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put this right there. It's ready for us. Now we can resume taking the strings out. Decent. I'm planning on getting a new camera soon, so hopefully get a little bit better quality. So those strings just go right up through the body. Let's learn this the last time. I'm just pulling these out here to release the pin. That way it'll give us the strings. My little helper. So, strong indicator that we need to, where are you? We need to adjust the springs. Because the second I pulled that last string out, all of these guys came out. So we'll get this thing nice and pretty and tuned up. So that's where the string broke right there. So I need to go get a pokey. Something pokey to push that in. I might be able to get it out. Best thing to do, get the other end of this cut part of the string that you pulled off earlier. Ram it in there. And then, easy. Uh-oh. Trying to help? I don't mind him too much playing with the bigger strings, but I'm very, if I'm messing with like the E strings or any of the unnamed strings, I won't give it to him. Well, I don't intentionally give it to him anyway. Sometimes I'll see him dragging the strings off. Okay. So my first observations are these guys are super high. So I'm going to try to pull those down a little bit. That should give them a nice smooth action. The pickups look like they're a little bit high, so I might pull those down just a little bit too. But we can do all that with the strings on as well, so it doesn't matter too much. Now I'm going to go find an Allen key to fit that. Or actually, I might be able to just finger tighten these down just for now. I like to set up my guitars. Sorry, I'm still new to videographing myself. So I like it to where this plate is flush with the body. As you can see now, we're about quarter of an inch off. So I'm gonna pull these guys down just a smidge. Maybe for this, I'll leave it just a little bit higher because he likes the pickups real close to the strings, especially with that hot rail. You want it decent, the strings a little decently far away because it has a magnetic pull and it'll pull the strings and you'll bottom out on the pickup. So at this point, this is a great opportunity to give her a nice little wipe down with my smaller microfiber polishing cloth. So I'm going to put you down, attempt to put you on a time lapse. All right. She's nice and pretty. I used a really light cleanser on the neck, and that just really, really brought out that roasted maple. That is just beautiful. Look at that grain right there. That is something else. This is a very beautiful guitar. I'd like to thank you again, Ben, for trusting me with your baby here. She getting a nice bath today. And we're gonna get your bridge situation all figured out here. Yeah, that's nice, pretty. This pickup is slightly pushed back a little bit, so I might end up putting a little bit of a foam underneath one side to even it out. I might tighten the screws just a tiny bit, see if the little bit of tension on there will bring the back end down a little bit. Same with these guys here. So now I would say next step is to get that bridge set in place, and you guys are gonna find out where the post-it notes are coming in. I know there's probably a better way to do this, but this is what's worked for me. I've always owned Floyd Roses, so this is how I've always done it. This is a little bit different because it's a non-locking tremolo system. And basically what I'm going to do is set the tremolo in there, and it's going to push up against here, and that's going to give you a little bit of clearance between the body and the tremolo itself, and that's going to give you a little bit of a floating action. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten the springs down as comfortable as I feel tightening them down. That way it's up against this, and then I'm going to restring it, and then I will tune it to standard tuning, and then adjust the springs accordingly. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. These are our targets right here. So I'm going to start one side at a time. Your screwdriver is always going to be a little cockeyed in there, so you got to be real careful, real gentle not to strip the screws. Couple turns at a time. Slow and steady wins the race. So I have no idea how long it's going to take me to edit this, but we're going to be playing at the City of Berlin on Saturday. any of my Berlin friends want to come out. And if you've made it this far in the video, I'd really appreciate it. I know this is kind of techie stuff for you guys, especially my non-musician friends. But that's okay too. I mean, we're all here to learn something, and if I can inspire anybody to take apart something that easy you can put back together, I mean, why not? So those are pretty tight now. Now they're holding tension on the bridge. When I pulled the strings off, that bridge flattened, and 2 of these springs popped out. Now we have tension on there, and with any luck, skills decide to work with me, it's on there. So the very close thing you got to pay attention to is you got to make sure that that bridge is on that knife point of those studs. If not, you'll be playing and then it'll snap up, and then you'll lose all your tuning, all your intonation, and things like that. So those are things you got to be careful for. But right now the bridge is solid, which is like I like it. And you see you can't pull this out, which is a good thing. That means the bridge is not making contact with the body. And that's going to give us our counter tension once we restring this guy. So I'm going to put you guys down for a minute, and I'm going to go open up a new pack of strings, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I got the strings unpacked. I've never dealt with these multiple packs of strings before. I never knew that they came in a clear thing. But these look to be some regular slinkies. Not a bad choice. So I'm going to get these guys undone, and I'm going to put you on another time lapse. Alright, here we go, everyone. Here's the first test here. So far everything's holding up, so let's see what it sounds like. Chugs. That is amazing. I really love how this guitar feels, how it sounds.